Hey guys, this is Jake with SimplifiedProfits.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at two pieces of software, both being keyword research software. One of them is called Keyword Blaze Pro, and the other one is Brad Kellen's Niche Finder. And what we're going to do is we'll take a look at both the software, we'll actually do a test run in them, we'll do a live test research for the same keyword to see them live in action. We're gonna take a look at all the different aspects and features of them and how they are the same and how they differ from each other. And then by the end, we'll draw the line and create a quick summary of all the most important features and again, what makes these two software different from each other. So real quick, just to give you a quick background, the way that this video came about is that some time ago I was looking for a good keyword research software for my own business, and I looked online long and hard all over the web looking for a good software that can really help me save time and energy and just create the whole process of looking for keywords more efficient. And no, I looked all over the web, and by the end of the research that I was conducting, everything boiled down to two pieces of software. And as you might have guessed, those are the exactly two that we're going to be taking a look at here. Now, all the signs were pointing to them. Everybody was saying that they're the best of the best. They're the cream of the crop, so to speak. But at the time, the problem that at least I thought was a problem was that I couldn't figure out which one of them was better. I couldn't really compare them because, and in my opinion, the reason why is I couldn't really find a good enough or a detailed enough review of both of them that could really say, all right, man, this is how they're different. This is all the information. Make your decision. I couldn't find that. So I thought to myself, what the heck? I know how important it is to do the right keyword research. It can, make or break your campaign. I mean, it's, if you spend time targeting the wrong keywords, it can shoot your business on the foot, so to speak. So understanding that, I said, well, I'm gonna get both of them, and that's exactly what I did. I got both of them. That's why I have both of them now. I actually ended up using both of them. Now, under no circumstance do you have to use both, but you'll be perfectly fine with just one. But I ended up using both. So anyway, that's it as far as the background. So let's go ahead and on that happy note, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So what we're looking at right now on the screen right here, this is Keyword Blaze Pro. As you will notice right away, this is not just a simple software tool, but it's more of a desktop environment. So there's a lot of different components to this program that work simultaneously in the background and hand in hand to produce the result that you seek. This is Keyword Blaze Pro. What you want to do at first as you open up the software is you want to go at the top to Keyword Blaze Workspaces. Click there, click on Create New Workspace, give it a name, and click Save. And basically a workspace is like a new project. So once you create it, then you can start doing your research. And the software, by the way, saves everything as you go along. So there's no need to manually save any of the data that you come up with. The software does it automatically, which is really, really cool thing about it. So like even if your computer crashes, God forbid, you still should be okay because all the info is safe. Okay, so we created the workspace. Now let's lower this window just for now. Let's go through the tabs. Here on the left, you'll see Keyword Launchpad. This is where you enter your seed keywords to start off a research. You can enter one at a time right here, or you can open up expand this little box, and you can enter up to 20 keywords at the same time, which is really, really cool. If you already have a short list of keywords that you want to target, you can start up with those. You select your country, your language, and then just click Start. We'll come back to this in just a second. The next thing we have is over here is the Research Robot, which is the same kind of tool to do our keyword research, except this automates the whole process for you. So you don't have to do it manually. All you do is just input a keyword, a seed keyword right here. Select how long you want the robot to run for, 5, 10, or 20 minutes, and then just click Start. And it's gonna run for that time, and it's gonna come up with pretty much the exact same results as you would have achieved by doing it manually. So this is just a nice time-saving tool right here. Here we have Niche Storm, which is a tool for brainstorming for ideas and still the same keywords. So if you're creating your site but you want to get some related ideas, you can just put in a keyword here and it'll come back to you with suggestions. So if we put in, and by the way, as far as using a seed keyword, most of the videos out there about different topics, they use the keyword of dog training. I personally believe it's gotten kind of old by now, so let's use something else like fishing, for instance. If you don't like fishing, forgive me, you can use any other keyword you want, but for the sake of example, let's use that. So here, if we put in the word fishing, and you can still choose the country and the language, all you do is just click Start, and the software is going to run, and it's going to come back to you with suggestions. So it's pretty quick. So there's your seed keyword, and here are various suggestions that you can use. And obviously, the more keywords you enter, the more suggestions you're going to get. It's pretty cool. So let's close that up. And the next thing we're going to take is GRank Tracker, which I haven't personally seen other keyword research software that have this. It's a really neat tool for tracking rankings of your website in search engines like Google based on specific keywords that you input. So it's a rank tracker. That's what it is. But it's really nice to have everything in one place here. Here on the right we have settings, where you can choose your default country and language. Here we have help and support, where you can watch tutorials, visit discussion boards, or contact the creators of the software for support. And here at the bottom we have magic keyword tagging window, which as we begin our research we will see what it does. So that we're going to go ahead and click on Keyword Launchpad. We'll put in a keyword of fishing. Right away you will see that the software has this window that expands with related suggestions. The same thing as you will see in Google. So as a matter of fact, it pulls all of its information directly from Google, which is nice because Google is the authority. So you get all your info straight from the source. And same thing goes for suggestions that you get here. So we'll stick to fishing. We have United States and English selected. If you're located somewhere else in the world, you can select your own country and your own language that is relevant to your local campaign. And then we just click Start. And the software is going to go out and conduct the research. While it's doing the research, which actually is really, really quick anyway, let's open up the other software, Brad Callen's Niche Finder, and begin the same research simultaneously. This way we won't lose time and we'll get more done in less time. So let's be efficient here. Here's where you put in your seed keyword. So we'll put in fishing. Important things to mention is, let's take a look at options right here. Both software, both Keyword Blaze Pro and Brad Callen's Niche Finder, by default they bring back exact match results. But in the case with Keyword Blaze Pro, it only brings back exact match. In the case with Niche Finder, you can choose between broad match, phrase match, and exact match. And if you don't know what that means, real quick, just to give you an example, exact match is really what we care about for the most part anyway. It's the most important way to find keywords. But just so you understand, if you don't know what that means, broad match is a broad match search is kind of like if you put in a keyword or key phrase rather of fishing rods, it might come back with related keywords, or if you're actually searching on Google, it might come back with websites that rank for keywords such as fishing or bass fishing or professional rods, things like that, related to any word in your original key phrase, but not necessarily just that. It's a really broad spectrum. Now the next one is phrase match, and under phrase match search type, if you put in the keyword fishing rods, it might come back to you with things like good fishing rods, reliable fishing rods, or fishing rods for pros. So it's gonna come back with key phrases that include your seed phrase, but it might might add additional words before or after it. And the third option is exact match. So if you put in the word key phrase fishing rods, it's gonna come back to you exactly with the keyword fishing rods. And this way, when we look for however many monthly searches a particular keyword gets in Google, well, the most important thing to know is how many searches we get for the exact match keyword. So when people type in just that keyword exactly. And chances are, if you find a keyword that has good enough monthly searches, enough monthly searches under exact match, well, the broad and the phrase match are going to be even higher than that. So you'll be cool. You're going to be good. You'll reap the benefit of getting even more related keywords. But as long as you find a good one that's under exact match parameters. Okay, so we stepping back into the sphere of things here. Exact match is what we select. We can choose return related keywords or not. In this case, we will, because we want to see related keywords. You can even choose must contain the exact keyword if you want all the results to contain exactly the seed keyword, but we're not going to do it in this case. And we click save. And we already put in our keyword fishing, so all we do is just click start right here, and the software begins the process. Okay, while it's doing that part, let's jump back to Keyword Blaze Pro and see what the software found. Okay, and for the keyword fishing, it came back to us with 518 suggestions, which is quite a bit. You will see, the results consist of several columns here. First one is keyword column, which obviously shows all the keywords that it found. You can sort every column by clicking at the heading, at the name of the column, like keyword, right, for example. It'll sort it in the ascending or descending order. So if you click it again, it's going to sort it back. It found 25 pages of results. So right now we're looking at page 1 of 25. The way we look at the other ones is we just click on this little plus sign to move them one page at a time, or you can drag this little bar across to get to the following pages. So this is your keyword column. The next one is monthly searches. Now this is in your local area. So if you chose United States, this is in the United States. This is local, not global. So just so you know that. Monthly searches, again, you can sort out the column by clicking on the heading. AdWords CPC, cost per click. This shows you how much you can expect to get paid when you target these keywords in CPC campaigns. This is AdWords competition, so you can gauge the level of competition out there for that particular keyword. The number is ranging from 0 to 100. Obviously, 0 is less competition, 100 is the most competition possible. The competition, just so you're clear, this is strictly for CPC. This has nothing to do with competition in the organic search engine results. Nothing to do with that. This is strictly the CPC competition. And the last one is keyword difficulty. And the way we determine keyword difficulty and how difficult each keyword is to rank is we can either click on each individual one. So for instance, if we like Alaska fishing trips, we can click right here, and the software is going to evaluate that particular keyword for the difficulty. And it's going to come back to us with a number and a color right here. Or the other thing you can do is check the first 10 results, the top 10 results on the page, by clicking the evaluate button. So if you don't want to click, one by one, you can automate the whole process like that. And again, the software comes back with a number and a color for each keyword. There are 3 colors, green, yellow, and red. Green means it's easy to rank, yellow means it's moderately easy to rank, and red means it's difficult to rank that keyword in search engines. There you go. So we see example of all 3 colors here. And the number is another gauge that you can go by. So again, from 0 to 100, 0 is easy to rank and 100 is very difficult to rank. Red is normally something you want to stay away from, because those keywords are really tough to rank for, and it's in most cases it's not really worth your time to put in all the effort and the work to rank them. There are plenty of other good keywords you can rank. Usually you don't want to go for the red ones. Okay, so that's how you do keyword analysis. Again, you can rank, you can sort out the column by clicking at the heading. If you want to make it easy for yourself to look at all these numbers. So you do this for all the pages that, all the result pages that it came back to you with. And at the end, you get to see, a picture of which keywords are easy and which keywords are difficult to rank for. Now, let's take a look at the magic keyword tagging window, which we said we're going to come back to in a few minutes. This thing right here. And what this is, it's another component of Keyword Blaze Pro, and it's a really neat, hefty tool. Basically, you have several sections here: enough searches, winners, long tail with high CPC, shopping, and tagged as green. And what this magic keyword tagging window does is, as you go about your business and as you go about conducting your research of keywords, what it does is keeps track on everything that you're doing, and automatically pulls the results, pulls the data into this portion of the software based on various parameters that you have input into it. So ultimately it picks the best of the best and it sorts them out here for you to come back to later to make it easier for you. So you don't have to sort through hundreds and hundreds of different keywords. The software automatically pulls the best and sorts them out and distributes them in different sections according to what you are looking for. And when I say the best keywords, best is really a relative term and relative to what you want it to be. And the way it works is, for each of these sections, you can, like, for example, for enough searches, you can click on filters and columns, and the software is going to open up a whole bunch of different filter aspects that you can input so that the software knows what you're looking for. So you can put in a particular keyword or phrase that you want all the results to have. You can put in minimum monthly searches. So right now it's preset at 500. You can change it to be whatever you want it to be, like 600 or anything else. Minimum, maximum, minimum CPC, maximum CPC, minimum competition, maximum competition. You can even sort out by the keyword difficulty. So if you don't want anything above, let's say 50, you can put in 50 here, and the software is going to automatically gauge the results that it finds according to that input. A whole bunch of different very useful filter parts that you can fill out here. For enough searches, we usually just enter a minimum searches, and because since searches is all we're really concerned with here, that's usually the only field that we fill out. And that's that. And then for winners, same thing, the exact same filter parameters, except you might want to fill out different ones. Normally you would, for winners, depending on what you're looking for, I would put in some kind of a minimum monthly search number, like 500 for instance, and normally a maximum keyword difficulty, like 50. And for long tail high CPC, this usually targets keywords with high cost per click. If you want to create websites or campaigns around CPC, like if you're building a site around AdSense, whereas Google pays you for whenever people click on the links that you feature on your site, This is how much you can get expect per click to get paid per click. So those are the keywords that you wanna rank for that particular purpose. Shopping is gauged more towards a e-commerce website, and tagged as green. The last section here is if you're looking at any one of these lists here, like winners for example, and you see a keyword that you really like, and you want to compose your final list of the best keywords that you're gonna target. Well, if I really like the keyword Alaska fly fishing, for example, this column here, tag, I can click there, and it's going to show up a little green square, which means that this keyword has been added to the section of tagged as green. And in the end, you'll compile your list here, and this is going to be your final list of the best keywords, and those are the ones you're going to target. Now, with each section, you can export, and actually each section of the software as a whole, you can export this data as a CSV file to your computer. So again, just for your convenience, this saves you a whole bunch of time and energy and frustration of sorting out hundreds of different pieces of data. This is really, really easy and simple. So you just click on CSV, and if I want to export this particular list, that's what it does for you. So you don't have to open the software up every time. You can just come back to the CSV file and utilize that list. Okay, so these are the most important aspects of how you would conduct the research and all the different aspects of the software. So let's lower this, or actually let's just open up Brad Kellen's Niche Finder right here. As we can see, the process is complete, 100%. It came back to us with the list of keywords. Now, the first thing you'll notice right away is in Keyword Blaze Pro, we got hundreds and hundreds of results right away. Niche Finder works a bit different. It usually comes back with about 50 original results. In this case, we got 49, but it also gives us the ability to dig deeper, so to speak, on each particular keyword. So, for instance, if you like a keyword, say you like the keyword best fishing rods, what you can do is right-click on it and click Generate Long Tail. And what the software is going to do, it's going to go out and it's going to look for directly related keywords that contain the keyword best fishing rods. So, in other words, long tail keywords. And as it does that, we'll just give it a minute to run. Let's go over the other all the parts and aspects of the software of Brad Kellen's Niche Finder. Here at the top, you can see that it shows you how many searches all of these keywords put together are getting. So we have total global monthly searches, total local monthly searches, daily searches, and of course the number of keywords that it came back with. See, right away we see that by doing that search on best fishing rods, instead of 49, we already have 58 keywords. So it's pretty neat. Okay, so here we have a column of keywords, just like we saw with Keyword Blaze Pro. Here is the column of the original, the seed keyword that we put in. These two columns are for difficulty, the level of difficulty of each particular keyword. This ranks the keywords by color, same colors as we saw with the other software, green, yellow, and red, and the same parameters. So meaning green is easy to rank, yellow is moderately easy, and red means difficult to rank. And difficulty column shows the number, same concept, number from 0 to 100 that shows the difficulty of this particular keyword. Here we have searches, which shows both global and local monthly searches for each particular keyword, as opposed to Keyword Blaze Pro that only shows local. Here is CPC, cost per click for each keyword. Here is AdWords competition. Again, this is for CPC, not for the keywords and search engines. This is strictly for CPC competition. Keyword Blaze Pro was showing this information, this data by a number. Niche Finder here shows this by a little graph. So the more green means the more competition, the more white means the less competition. Results column shows how many competing pages there are in existence on the web for each of these keywords. And what you can do is you can click on each of these and it's going to pull up Google, the first page of Google, and it will show you the top 10 results for that particular keyword. Same way as if you were to go to Google, type that keyword in, and look at the results. Exactly the same thing. And here we have average links column, which means that it's the average backlinks number for the top 10 results that are ranking in Google for each of these keywords. So for example, if we look at that keyword best fishing rods, we click on this number right here, and the software opens up a chart of top 10 results in Google. So we have their URL names, we have number of backlinks for each of them, number of referring domains that those backlinks are spread over, and of course we have the average number of backlinks and average number of domains. And so you can gauge your decision on whether you want to target this particular keyword or not. I mean, this is one of the things you want to look at, how many backlinks there are. Obviously, the more backlinks your competition has, the more difficult it's going to be for you, because it just means that you have to create more backlinks yourself. So if you see thousands and thousands and thousands of backlinks for the top 10 results, for all of them, then it might be something you want to steer away from. But like in this case, the top result only has 31 backlinks, so it's not a whole lot. So I mean, this is something you could potentially compete for if you wanted to. Okay, so that's that, and the last section here is domains available. And if you want to buy domains that are exact match domains, for example, if you like the keyword best fishing rods, and you might want to consider buying a domain like bestfishingrods.com or .net or .org to help with your SEO campaign promotions. This just helps you figure out if such domains are available. And you can expand on that, and the results are going to be showing here at the very bottom with the domain names, the original keyword, the density, and whichever form is available for purchase, .com, .net, or .org. It's a really cool tool to have here. Okay, and so we just went over all the aspects of the results here, and what the software did is it finished running the search. It came back to us with a whole bunch of long tail keywords for best fishing rods. So as you can see here, we have best fishing rods 2012, best fishing rods for bass, best fishing rods for beginners, a whole bunch of different results. So we can sort out each column by clicking on it and see which keywords are good, which keywords are make sense to rank for. And with each of these columns, there's actually a little logo here that you can click on, and this will help you sort out the data in that particular column. So you can, for keywords, you might want to include a keyword that you want the results to include. For searches, you might want to put in a minimum and a maximum number here. So anything that you wanna look for. Okay, so that's how it works. And then let's jump back actually to the options screen, and we'll take a look at another thing here real quick, the general settings. As you can see, these different colors that indicate the level of difficulty to rank each keyword by, we can actually manually change the parameters. So by default, green is anything from 0 to 40. We can change that however we see fit. So we can make it 50 or 60 or whatever. And then yellow and red, same thing. You can change those parameters easily. And this is something that's unique to the software. You cannot do this with Keyword Blaze Pro. But I mean, you might not need to do that, but if you need to, this is something that's useful to be able to do. Okay, those are the most important aspects here. Now, one thing I also want to mention that we didn't go over with Keyword Blaze Pro. Let's jump back here for a second to complete all the differences. As you are looking at your list of keywords, so for instance, if you're looking at, we'll take a look at the list winners. If you don't necessarily have to go really deep into this and evaluate all the keywords um, beyond just looking at the keyword difficulty, because the software is really smart and it looks like a whole bunch of different aspects and data for you and analyzes it. But if you want, you can take it a step further, and in addition to just looking at the number and the color, you can click on any given keyword, like Alaska fly fishing, for instance, and the software is going to expand that keyword in a new window, and it's going to look at the top 10 results in Google. So it's basically going to conduct a full analysis of your competition. So here's our keyword, here's the monthly searches it's getting, local again. Here's the local percentage, which is the percentage of local versus global. AdWords CPC, competition level, keyword difficulty, country language. And here we have the top 10 results from Google. Again, we have the title, we have the actual specific URL of those sites, those pages. We have the page authority, domain authority. The more green, the better it is for you, because that means it's easier to rank. The more red you see, it means there's a lot more competition, which means that that keyword is more difficult to rank for. We have domain age in years, 12 years, 4 years, whatever. If ever, like in this case, all of these are filled out, sometimes it shows you a white square, and that usually just means that it's a brand new site, which is actually good for you because that means that the competition isn't strong. In rare cases, if it cannot find that particular data for whatever reason, but it's rare, very rare. Usually it just means that it's a very new page. Here we have external links, which are just backlinks to each particular page. Total links, which is external plus internal. Here's the must rank. This section is for tweets, Facebook shares, Facebook likes, Google plus ones. So it's just a social network statistics data. So how active these sites are in the social networks. And here the last one is Open Site Explorer. So if you want to explore each keyword a little bit further, you can click on it and it's gonna pull up an Open Site Explorer with various data. We're not gonna do it right now, and you don't necessarily need to do it, but if you want to, you can take it a step further and do that. And here at the bottom we can see a chart of how popular this particular keyword has been over the last little bit. As you move the scroller along, it shows you all this timeline information. Okay, so that's the last thing that we just wanted to take a look at here. And so let's close that up. And these are the main aspects of both of these software. So let's basically draw the line and take a look at all the different aspects and how they compare. So the type of software, Keyword Blaze Pro is more of a desktop environment. Brad Callen's Niche Finder is just software, very cool software, but it's not an environment. It's just a software. The components of each software, Keyword Blaze Pro has the manual research tool. It has the automatic research tool. It has the niche brainstormer. It has the keyword ranker. It has all of those different parts. Brad Callen's Niche Finder, it's just one plain keyword research tool. Keyword Blaze Pro, you can enter up to 20 seed keywords in the beginning, and the Niche Finder, you can only put in one at a time. Number of results that it comes back to, Keyword Blaze Pro returns a lot. I mean, normally hundreds and hundreds of results directly from Google. Brad Callen's Niche Finder usually comes back with about 50 original results. It also pulls it from Google, the same kind of statistics, but it comes back to you with less initial results, but gives you the opportunity to expand on them and dig deeper for long tail keywords. Keyword Blaze Pro, when it shows the difficulty of each keyword, it ranks them by numbers and colors, and so does the Niche Finder, so they're the same in that respect. Keyword Blaze Pro shows local monthly searches only, as opposed to Niche Finder showing local and global. The AdWords competition that is showing. In Keyword Blaze Pro, it shows by numbers, and in Niche Finder, it shows by a little icon bar. Uh, Keyword Blaze Pro calculates the keyword difficulty manually or semi-manually, depending on how you want to approach it. And Brett Kellen's Niche Finder does it automatically right away. So when it comes back with results, you already have all the data on the difficulty of keywords. The competing pages number is not shown in Keyword Blaze Pro, but it is shown in Niche Finder. There's a separate column for that. Average backlinks, same thing, not showing in Keyword Blaze Pro, but it is showing as a separate column in Niche Finder. Domains information, also not available in Keyword Blaze Pro, but it is there's a separate section for that in the Niche Finder. Keyword difficulty colors are prearranged, preset automatically in Keyword Blaze Pro, as opposed to Niche Finder, where if you want to, you can change and manually alter those parameters. The type of results Keyword Blaze Pro is preset with exact match with no ability to change it, as opposed to Niche Finder. It's also preset with exact match, but there is an ability to change it between exact, broad, and phrase as you see please. And both software allow exporting to a CSV file, which is also very neat. So those are the main aspects of both software. And the last thing to mention really is just the pricing. Keyword Blaze Pro, it's priced at $47 for the software, and the Brett Kellen's Niche Finder is priced at $97 for the software. I mean, not very expensive really for both of them, especially compared to a lot of different things out there. And being that they're really the best, I mean, not very expensive at all. Very, very competitively priced. So the last thing to mention is, obviously, since you're looking at this video and you're taking a look at the software, you're considering getting the keyword research tool. So I definitely want to encourage and support you in that decision. It's definitely probably one of the best decisions you're going to make in your whole online business career. I can speak from personal experience because I remember in the beginning when I was doing manual research, and can't really look back at that without horror. I mean, it was horrible how much time was being wasted. Now, it gave me a little bit of a perspective as to how things work, but the amount of time that was lost was just horrible. I wish I had one of these software back when I was just starting out. And looking at the pricing, I mean, $47 or $97. I mean, it's really a joke. Like I would give $47 or $9,700 just to give the time back, all the time that was lost on spending a bunch of hours doing manual research. And another beauty with this is not only do you save time by utilizing a software, but it really, since you've seen how much information goes into composing the results and how much analysis the software runs through, you could never even do all this information by hand, manually. And so imagine spending hours and hours trying to find good keywords, and then thinking that you have good keywords to target, creating websites and creating content and building your whole online campaign around those particular keywords, only to find weeks or months later that your sites are not ranking for whatever reason and you're not getting any results, and of course you're not making any money. I mean, that would be the ultimate worst case scenario. And what if the only reason why that took place was that you were targeting wrong keywords because you didn't actually conduct the research properly? Well, I mean, that just gives you a perspective of how important it is. And I just, just a step further, I mean, just to compare, doing it manually and utilizing a keyword research tool such as a Keyword Blaze Pro or such as Brett Kellen's Niche Finder. I mean, in my personal opinion, this is such a huge difference, utilizing a keyword as opposed to doing it by hand. It's like in this modern age, like if you were to conduct a business negotiation session with somebody, and you can either utilize modern technology like a phone, for instance, or Skype, where you can see the other person and get the conversation done in minutes or an hour, or as opposed to doing it manually, you can send pigeons back and forth, message birds with little messages. I mean, I know it's an extreme example, but I really believe it makes that big of a difference with utilizing a good keyword research tool like these two. as opposed to doing it manually. And one more thing I want to mention is I did say in the beginning that I'm using both of these. Again, I'm not implying in any way, shape, or form that you have to utilize both software. You can easily pick one of these that you like and use it. I mean, I only kept both of them just because I see value in taking a look at different data, but you don't have to do it. You'll be perfectly fine with utilizing just one of them. And now if you say, well, all right, Jake, enough talk, let's rock and roll. I'm ready to go. But what if I can only get one software right now? Which one would you recommend? Okay, well, fair question. If I were to choose just one of these two, I would absolutely go with Keyword Blaze Pro, hands down. I mean, I love both of the software, but I believe that if you choose one, Keyword Blaze Pro will really get the job done for you, and it comes back with a whole bunch of data, and it has a lot of awesome benefits that will absolutely accelerate your business to the next level. So if you get one of them, go ahead and get Keyword Blaze Pro, especially that it's priced a little bit lower than Niche Finder. But if you can get both of them, there's definitely value in that, but you definitely don't have to. So that's really all to go over. Now, for your convenience, if you're ready to go, I've actually included a direct link right under the video that'll take you to a page on simplifiedprofits.com where you can see all this data, all this information that we just went over in a precise format. You can just see all this information there in one spot, as well as direct links for each of these software to the sites of their creators. So if you're ready to go, just go there, take a look at the info, click on any one of the links for the software that you want, and it'll take you straight to the page of the creators of software where you can get it. So you can literally get it now, and 5 minutes from right now, you can already have your own software and be running your own keyword research, your own money keyword research for your own campaigns. It is that easy and quick. And those prices, by the way, are the lowest prices available on the market. So I made sure when I included the links that those are the lowest prices you can pay. So you don't have to worry about that. You get the best deal automatically with that. So that's about it. On this note, I want to thank you for your time and taking a look at this video. Again, I want to support your intent, your intentions, your decision on getting a good keyword research tool. Whether you get it or not, I still want to thank you. I definitely suggest you do get it. I want to wish you the absolute best of luck in your business and your enterprise. Much profits to you. And I will see you guys later. Bye for now.